Welcome back to Contour and Candor. This is part 4, I think, maybe 5. I've lost track of my cardiac crisis, and I'm going to make this a short one today. So I did my face. I'm just going to do my eyes as I talk about my 2 final hospitalization. Well, 3. Sorry. Yes. So we left off. I had just been admitted to the Brunswick Hospital, South Georgia Medical Center, because I was incredibly sick. And so it turned out I had double pneumonia, pleural effusion, and I had something else, but they didn't find that. So that's what they thought I had, and it was a weekend. So I ended up in Brunswick, kind of just being monitored more than anything else. Oh, I do want to correct something from yesterday. So I had said that I had wound dehiscence after my 3rd surgery. I did not have that yet. What I had was a wound that was still healing at the time. Okay, so back in Brunswick, that was a crazy thing. It's such a small hospital. I have really bad veins, and they couldn't get a vein. And so at one time, in the middle of the night, I had 13 needle sticks trying to get an IV into my arm once the first one popped, which I told them it would. They put it in my elbow. I knew that was a bad idea. Anyway, so I said, "Oh, can you get someone, a pediatric phlebotomist, to put it in?" "Oh, she doesn't work on weekends." "Okay." "And then can you get an ultrasound guided phlebotomist, or somebody who can put it in?" "Oh, he's off at night. He doesn't work nights." So I'm like, oh my word. The fact that we can say a she and a he, and that's the entire staff, I'm a little concerned. I'm sure it's not the entire staff. Don't sue me. But yeah, it was like surreal. Amazing nurse there. She was a traveling nurse, she was really, really good. And it's not her fault. My veins were garbage. Anyway, so then they ended up transferring me back down to Jacksonville, and back to the cardiac unit, and they were trying to figure out what in the world was going on with me. Yes, double pneumonia, pleural effusion, so it took a while. So when they finally released me, I don't know how long I was in the second time I was there, but certainly longer than I wanted to be. By the time they released me, I still had the tubes. And I remember us saying to them, my mom and I saying to them, because my dad, I think, had flown back by then. And I should say my second oldest sister, she was not able to come down, but she was amazing keeping my parents' house going, and then, helping my dad when he was up here. So yes, she was very much a part of it, even though she was not able to physically be there during the time I was in the hospital. Anyway, so my mom and I, as we're getting ready to go, they basically threw me out. That is the truth. I think they were just like, okay, we've had enough, or maybe my insurance ran out. I don't know. But so I have all these tubes draining from me, all this, and they had told us that I couldn't fly. So we're like, well, what about the tubes of the blood draining? And okay, so the tubes, they said, oh, if it stops draining, then you can just stop at any emergency room on your route, and and they can just snip it for you and take them out. Really? No. By the way, that's not true. So the other thing was, so my wounds had opened again. So I have these holes in my chest, and they put this sucking machine on it to try and heal it, like some oxygen regulation thing. I don't know. So I've got tubes coming out of me. I've got this like portable thing on my chest, and they're like, okay, good luck. So I can't really walk more than a few steps. And we load up the car. It's a little push chair, little push wheelchair thing. We've got as much stuff as we can put in my car. The rest is already in storage. We swing by Jim and Claire's house on St. Simon's, pick up Tilly, and yeah, my mom and I, and I couldn't sit, this is embarrassing, but I couldn't sit all the way on a potty because my muscles were so weak. So we had to get a booster seat. So as we're driving initially from Florida, then St. Simon's, and we're driving to Massachusetts. And as we're driving, like every time we stop, we got the dog in the car. We've got the push chair. My mom's got the porta potty thingy under her arm. Oh my word. And the luggage. It was a nightmare. And then I had to, drain the things that are draining from me. And one time it I don't know what happened, but the blood starts spilling. It was a nightmare. It was so bad. Oh, and I could not keep food down. So I've got all these throw up bags. Oh my word. I can't even tell you. It's what my mom is telling me. We would stop somewhere and she'd go into the restroom and she'd be like, walk around the car, because I'm trying to rehab. And I'm clinging to the side of the car. It was ridiculous. It really, oh my gosh. She truly did have PTSD when we came back. The poor thing, she had been through it more than me, I think. She really had been through it. But so we got here, and I think I was here a few days, and I had to go back to the hospital, and it turned out I had a blood clot. So, yeah, and that is where I discovered, after 30 some years of hospitalizations for lupus and then this, that the worst hospital food award goes to the hospital in Plymouth. I always get the name wrong. It used to be the Jordan. I guess it's Beth Israel Deaconess, maybe, BID, they say. But yeah, literally the worst food. And I was already having trouble keeping anything down. And then they're feeding me this food that's it's completely inedible. So I had my parents smuggling in. My mom was cheese and crackers and, little yogurts. And my dad, I'm I want a Wendy's chili. Just please, Daddy, bring me a Wendy's chili. He did. It was the best. It was, yeah. So that was that is the end of the beginning. And then the rest has been rehabbing. Did some cardiac rehab. That went very well. I had a wonderful, when I first got up here, I should say, I had a home nurse come visit me, and we did some rehabbing. And I was finally able to do stairs, which was great, because I meant I could go sleep in a real bed instead of on the pull-out bed in the sunroom. And I could take hot showers, and so grateful. So every time I walk upstairs, I'm like, yes, I can do that. And now I can almost run upstairs. I can run upstairs. I get a little winded, but and it's just, yes, so that was the beginning of coming to grips with a bit of new reality, and being back into being a fish out of water. But the good news is I'm here. I'm doing great. My health has been really good for quite some time now, relatively speaking, and I've lost 105 pounds. Yeah, so that feels really, really good. I have been working. I've been working for myself mostly. I've been consulting, and God has been bringing good work to me. The truth is, I'd like more of it, but I'm grateful for what I have. I say too much. I'm sorry. So yeah, that is where the cardiac crisis is going to be left, and I'm so glad to be finished with it, because reliving it has not really been that fun. It kind of has haunted me these last few days as I've been remembering. But it's, all part of the process of getting it out and getting on with my life. So, sorry, this is gonna look weird. Yeah. So that's it. Now I get to do fun things again, and stop talking about, well, I got to do this. It was my choice. And thank you for anybody who has hung in there and watched this and followed my story. I am going to be doing shorter clips for those of you who have not had the patience for the long videos. But yeah, that is it. And we'll do more makeup stuff. By the way, this is what I used, a Natasha Denona mini palette, mini Starlit palette, and the Natasha Denona My Dream palette, mini palette. And the lipstick is from a indie brand called Revi Beauty, and this is kind of one of their more neutral shades. It's called Peony. Peony is my favorite flower, so I do love that. They have a series of things. This is a brighter one. We'll just zhuzh this up. Oh gosh, that. There we go. All right, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.